What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. Copycat here again with a extremely late review for the games in May. And turns out I had a crystal ball at all because we did finish in top four. And we had such a great end to the season with the final win that ended our trophy drought. And honestly, cut out all the waffle. Let's get into the video.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night.
Hone your skills. But boy, you in the danger room. Yeah, you in the danger room. Come on now. It's like a dream. Everything moving fast, but you moving slow. Thanks to tempo, watch we on time. Hey, now you know. Listen to the rhythm we giving them, we bringing it with passion. Smashing. You should just move to my groove. Case in point.
Yes, guys. Welcome back to another review. And honestly, for consistency's sake, I needed to drop the video. But the review, I don't know, kind of felt pointless to be analyzing games when the season is over and it doesn't really matter that much anymore. So I think what I'm going to be doing today is I would just talk about my thoughts on the games, not so much about like the tactics or analysis of the game itself, how I felt going into the games and during the games and after. And surprise, surprise, if you've been following this channel from the first video, you notice that the black bars are gone. And I finally figured it out. It took me, I don't know, maybe like 8 months to figure it out. And we're finally there, however late it came. And I edited a video of highlights and the goals and basically the journey to the trophy that we won this season or last season, whichever way you want to say it. And because of like the copyright issues with the song and the copyrighted content, it's not YouTube isn't pushing it out a lot. So if you're watching this video and you've not seen it, I'll probably put it somewhere up here. So please check it out. Help me run it up because I put a lot of time into it. It might not look that way because I'm not like a goated editor or anything, but I put a lot of time into it. And I tried out this new editing software. Well, it's not new; it's new to me. DaVinci Resolve, and I basically was learning how to use it because I was using CapCut previously. Well, or I've been using CapCut previously, so I wanted to try a new editing software, and this one is a lot more sophisticated. So it was really fun making the video as well. So yeah, help me check it out. I appreciate it. And getting into the video, getting into my thoughts, not too much waffle. I'll try to make this video as short as possible because there were a lot of games. I think there were like maybe 7 or 8 games that we played, and we ended the season very, very strong. Uh, so many people didn't expect us to, but we did it, and I'm proud. I'm ultimately proud of the boys. So moving into the first game, we played Djurgarden. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. We played them on the 1st of May, and it was the first game of the month, and we battered them. And I was really happy watching the game because Jackson got 2 goals, and basically I felt like it was a really good confidence booster going into the final games of the season, which we needed to win almost all of them. We needed to win at least 3 games and not lose any. We eventually lost, but we'll get into that. But I felt like it was a really good confidence booster, especially seeing George starting, where easing Jackson back in from injury and whatnot. So seeing Jackson come off the bench and score 2 goals was really good. Sancho getting a goal as well was really good. And basically, I have no complaints about the game. Like I've been saying all season, when we play all these smaller teams, I expect us to batter them. Even though I expect us to batter them at home, but the fact that we went away and did it was spectacular in my opinion. So I was completely happy with it, considering we're going to go on to probably at that point. Actually, at every stage towards the end of the season, every game was our biggest game of the season because every game turned into a must win. And going into at that point our biggest game of the season, the game against Liverpool, which we needed to win, and so many people were saying that we probably won't win and whatnot. They just won the league. Sure, Sure, you can say that they were on the beach because they had won the league already, which I agree to some extent, but you can't say they were not trying. Honestly, you cannot say they were not trying because the way they played, especially in the second half when they brought on different players, you can't tell me they were not trying to win the game. Because even the lineup that they put out, come on, this is not a weak lineup. They still have a lot of starters in there. Even though, sure, they have Tsimikas, who is not a regular starter, but honestly, at this point, this season, Tsimikas and Robertson, the difference isn't that much, in my opinion. Sure, okay, Endo, no Gravenberch, fair enough. The midfield was weak. Even though Jones is, I don't really consider Jones like a bench player because even though, yeah, he doesn't start a lot, but he's still like a heavy rotation. Like whenever they substitute anybody in midfield, he's probably the first name off the bench. And he has started previous games before. Salah started. Gakpo is arguably the better striker in between Nunes and him. Like, come on, Gakpo is a starter, even though I think he has been injured, so you haven't really seen him starting a lot. But even when he was fit and Diaz was fit, I think Slot was playing Diaz in striker. So, like, Allison, their starting goalkeeper, Van Dijk was there, Arnold was there. Like, this is not the strongest team they could have put out, but this is still a strong team. And if you look at the bench activity in the second half, come on. They brought on McAllister, they brought on Soboslai. Okay, Kaiser is we don't speak about that. They brought on two starters after the fact, and they went ahead. They went for it. Still tried to win the game, and they got a goal back with Van Dijk header from the corner, and Kopama sealed the deal with the penalty at the end in the 96th minute. Honestly, all in all, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the game. Sure, they didn't try their best, but still, we were on them. We scored really, really early, and we maintained our performance. We defended well. Salah was non-existent. Kukurea put him in his pocket, and I was not happy. I was ecstatic because winning that game, especially the way that we won it, because this goes back to what I've been saying all season. Like we need to do what we are expected to do. And when we play against teams that we should be winning, like Liverpool, they have won the league, they're on the beat. We should be beating them, especially when we want it more. And in my predictions before we played them, you can see them on YouTube Shorts and on my TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. Um, I said it because I felt like we are going to win the game. I was pretty confident. I think I changed my wording. I initially said very confident, but I was pretty confident because we wanted it more. Needed to win more. So I believe that we're going to win. Surely we're going to win. So I was extremely happy that we won the game because it was another confidence booster that we're going to do what we needed to do to hit our targets at the end of the season. Out of all the games in that run in towards the end of the season, that was to me the most iffy game whether we're going to win or lose because Man United is one of our bogey teams. So I felt like we needed to pick up all these wins up going up to Man United, even though they have not been so good. I've said it before. Like whenever we come up against Man United, I don't know for some reason the players just don't play well. And it was evident in that game. Even though we won, we still did not play the best. But I'll take a 1-0 win any day of the week. And speaking of 1-0 wins, 1-0 win at home against Djurgarden. Honestly, this game there was nothing to say about it. We just won. Dewsbury Hall with one of the jammiest goals I've ever seen. And yeah, we won the game. Like one I love a 1-0 win because I've said it before. When you win a game 1-0, like once when if you can win multiple games 1-0, you don't like you're still picking up 3 points. You do not need to score 6, 7 goals to win a game. Once you keep winning games 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, you are building that never say die mentality. One first of all, like it means that your defense is getting better. Our defense has been getting better. So in the sense that we can keep a clean sheet and win the game. Because you do not need 3 goals to win a game. You need to score one more than your opponent and you win the game. So I love a 1-0 win because it means that we are becoming more resilient, we are becoming harder to beat. Our defense is getting so much better. And honestly, even with the lineup that we put out, with Walsh, Jusby Hall, Badiashile. I don't rate Badiashile. Badiashile, Gusto has been asked this season. Basically, the team that we put out, I was just happy that we won the game because we needed to get to the final and we did that. And yeah, I have zero complaints about the game. And moving on to Newcastle, which was disappointing. I did not expect us to lose the game. I thought we were going to draw, and we could have drawn if not for the red card. And I blame Jackson a lot because it was careless. It was very very careless. It was extremely careless. Like he did not need to do any of what he did. And even if you want to do something like that, don't make it so obvious. Don't look at him and like right before you hit him in the face. Like come on, come on. Although I was heated after the game because I have never seen them send off a player for an elbow to the face. Never. If you're watching this and you can remember another instance of it, please let me know. Show it to me. But I have never seen it. It's usually at worst a yellow card. I've never seen a player get sent off for it. So I felt like it was a bit unfair. But it is what it is. It is violent play. It is endangering your opponent and whatnot. But I don't know. I feel like the inconsistencies in the refereeing of the games is very alarming because I don't know. I didn't expect him to get sent off for that. And yeah, we considered very early. I didn't even see the goal. To this, I don't think I watched. Did I watch the first half? Oh no, I did watch the first half. I wasn't. I didn't watch the first 10 minutes, and I could not believe that we considered straight away. I still don't know what the goal looks like because I never looked back on it because I was very annoyed. But yeah, Jackson got the red card, and I don't even think I watched. Did I watch the second half? I'll be so real. I don't think I watched the second half. I didn't really watch this game. I'll be so real. Because I didn't watch the first 10 minutes. We considered as I was watching, Jackson got a red card, and then halftime came, and I was like, "Fuck this! I cannot make myself angry today." I think I watched a bit of I watched when Rhys James came on, but I didn't I honestly my recollection of this game is very very spotty. It's very very spotty because I don't think I watched the whole game because I was annoyed. I didn't believe we were going to win, especially after the yellow card. But people said that we played better. Even like Chelsea haters that I watch sometimes, they said that in the second half we played better, and it seemed like if we had 11 men on the pitch, we could have won the game. And yeah, it is what it is. When we lost, there was a meltdown as usual. The Chelsea fan base always in a meltdown, regardless of whatever we do. But everybody was melting down. But I wasn't bothered because, like I said, we needed to win most of our games. We didn't need to win all. We needed to at least win three and draw two. So there was still hope. So I don't really see any point in panicking and being in an uproar when there is still a chance. Like with this, for example, with this Manyang situation, that everybody's in the uproar that we didn't sign him, blah blah, we wasted the opportunity and blah blah blah. Like the window is not closed. Like it's going to reopen in I think a week or so. Like we can still sign him, even though I'm a bit annoyed that we are looking to sell Petrovic, and because my ideal situation is to keep Petrovic as number two and to sign Manyang because I think he's a quality goalkeeper with world class potential and vast experience. He's a starter for France, plays in Champions League regularly. He has won the league AC Milan, like vast experience. So my ideal situation is to keep him. Sorry, to buy him and keep Petrovic as a number two. But I understand Petrovic might want to leave because he has been the starter again at Strasbourg, and if he's not coming here to be a starter, like he probably wants to leave and be a starter somewhere because he had a really good season last season. But I still don't think he is. I don't know. I'm not convinced yet, especially since I didn't watch him in Strasbourg. And I was saying on Twitter with Nelson, hopefully we do a podcast soon. I was saying to him that honestly, for me, the Petrovic thing, what he did in League One is cool. But first of all, he was at a smaller team. The pressure is not as heavy on him as it would be if he comes to be a starter in Chelsea. So there's a chance that he will not perform the same way. And the league is different. And he still hasn't been in Europe. Because when he was with us, we're not in Europe. Like there's still so much there that I still need to see from him to be convinced that he should be our number one. Because out of all our keep goalkeeper options, he is still for me the best option that we have currently. But if we have with the chance to sign Banyan, I think we should get Banyan. But sorry about the tangent. Getting back on track, we move on to in my opinion, the biggest game of the season. In that running, the game against Man United. And honestly, Kukurea, I love Kukurea so much, man. I love Kukurea so much. Like this season, especially this year, since the start of this year, I think he's our highest goal scorer this year. Honestly, he has stepped up so much. I've been saying it all through last year, this season, last year, that we need players to step up more. When we went through that bad spell from December to I think February, we needed players to step up because Jackson for some reason wasn't scoring anymore. Palmer was off form. Madueke was doing Madueke things. Neto was underwhelming at that point. Like everything, we needed other people to step up. A football team contains 11 people for a reason. Like you don't need one person to be doing everything all the time. Like come on. And Kukurea was that extra person that stepped up. And also, Rhys James created that goal. That was just beautiful, honestly. That spin move and the perfect cross on Kukurea's door, man. There's nothing much I can say about the game, honestly. I was just happy. Like I said, I love a 1-0 win, especially against Man United that we won the game regardless of how it was. Like last season when we won 4-3, it wasn't best game, but I love that we won because we need to be beating all these big teams. Sure, they are not the best, but still, like I said before, in the past, even when they are not at the best, they still beat us. So I'm so happy that we're able to beat them. And that big six team that we beat this season, we beat Liverpool, we beat Man United, we beat Spurs home and away. At least like last season, I don't think we beat any big team except Spurs. And at this point, Spurs doesn't count because we always beat them. But yeah, I'm so happy that because that was one of my criticisms about Maresca that we need to get wins against this big team because it's a massive psychological thing for players when they beat all these big teams. Like hopefully next season we can beat Arsenal and we can beat Man City because those are the only two big teams that we haven't beaten since Clearly came in. But yeah, we need to beat all these big teams. And the final game of the Premier League season, man, this Nottingham Forest game was so heavy. Was so heavy. Ah, and even though I know it seems like it came down to the last day. Well, okay, to be fair, it does not seems. It actually is the reality that it came down to the last day for us to secure the fourth spot. But I don't feel like we scraped it. I sincerely do not feel like we scraped top four because all season we have been within the top four, top five spaces. Like all season. So it doesn't feel like a scrape to me. Like a scrape to me feels like oh we're sixth the whole season and then on the last day we entered fourth or fifth. That's what scrape feels like to me. But come on, we've been there. We're second at some point. Like we've been there the whole season. Like think about it. Last season, for the first say 10, 15 games, Spurs were in the top four. And I think they were unbeaten until they played us. Yeah, it was until they played us that they got those injuries. And they still did not finish in top four. Like you understand, to me, that is a fumble. We've been in top four for most of the season, and we we got it. Like I don't know. I feel like most people are being too harsh about how we got it. Because at the end of the day, we got it. The table doesn't lie. We are the fourth best team in the league. We had the third best defense in the league. At some point, we're the best attacking team. Like, come on, we've improved massively. And I saw a lot of the rhetoric of, oh, they're celebrating top four, they're celebrating a subpar trophy. Like, for me, I do not care about any of those things. Because, first of all, this is a young team. A lot of these players in our team have never played in the Champions League before. A lot of them haven't. Like, a lot of them have that trophy that we won is the first trophy that any of them have ever won. Like, come on. Like, I'm going to be happy for them. If this was a team filled with veterans that won leagues, being in Champions League final, and were celebrating the Conference League, I understand the rhetoric about that over celebration and whatnot, but come on, you guys need to people need to relax. Like it's not that deep. It is sincerely not that deep. And we played so well. We defended well. We did to Forest what they do to everybody. We sat back, gave them a lot of the ball. If you look at the possession, like we gave them a lot of the ball more than they are comfortable having, and they did next to nothing with it. I think in the first half they didn't have a shot on target, even though it got a bit dicey at the end. But we defended well. In my opinion, I love a 1-0 win, man. I fucking love a 1-0 win. And Cole Will, I've been criticizing him a lot this season. He got the winning goal. He secured top four for us, and I'm so happy. I think even if we didn't win this game, we'd have still gotten it because Aston Villa lost. Told you guys, Aston Villa is not as good as everybody thinks they are. This Nottingham Forest team, I knew they were not going to get top four. It's not possible for them to maintain that level, especially with the style of play that they've been playing. And what was the other team in running? Newcastle. I expected Newcastle to make it. Yeah, I expected Newcastle to make it. I'm happy with how it ended. We got the win, and we moved on to a final 3 days later, and we battered them. Obviously, when we considered the first goal, I was annoyed. I was pissed off, but I still believe we're going to win. I didn't think we're going because I before the game I wanted to do a prediction for it, but honestly, I didn't really think it mattered. So I ended up not doing. But I looked through their games. They had not won a game for like 5 games or so. Like they had not won in 5 games before they played us. They concede so many goals, and sure they can score. They score in almost every game, but most times they don't score more than 2 goals, and they concede a lot. Like they concede every game. And like I said, with the 1-0 wins that we're getting, our defense was getting better. So I knew we're not going to like concede massive amounts of goals. And with them being a smaller team than we are, I expected us to score a lot of goals because their defense is not as good as what we will face in Premier League. And the midfield is not is let's be real, it's filled with aging players and rejects. Like Fornells, come on. Isco still a quality player, but how old is he now? Come on, the homeboy is 33. Come on, Fornell's 29. Like we have a young, strong team. Like I wasn't bothered about losing the game. I was just angry that we considered first. Like come on, but yeah, we won the game. I was extremely happy about it. Got those guys got a trophy, and finally I can stop hearing Pochettino comparisons. Homeboy is dying in USA right now. Lost 4 games in a row, or is it 3 games in a row? Got battered by Switzerland 4-0 in the first half. Like, can we stop talking about Pochettino, please? Like, for sure, I agree with a lot of criticisms about Maresca, him not being experienced, and him probably not being what we need to get to where we want to get to in terms of winning the Premier League and winning Champions League and amassing trophies. But let us not talk about Pochettino because he wasn't a good manager for us, at least. Like he wasn't. A lot of our issues last season were created by Pochettino. A lot of our issues this season are not created by Maresca. He is a good manager at the very least. So I feel like a lot of the criticism that Maresca gets, maybe like 80% of them is unfair and agenda driven because he's a good manager and I'm happy he's here. I'm happy for him to stay for another season, but if we can get a better manager, I would actually go. I would actually go for a better manager, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm happy that we finished the season strong. The boys got a trophy. We ended our trophy drought. Hopefully, we can kick on from there. This transfer window has been slightly depressing, and I was talking with. Let me not spend too much time on it. But I was talking with Nelson. I was telling him, I'm just happy for the top four because of progression. Because in terms of summer window and signing players, I don't really think there is going to be that much of a difference with whether we have Champions League or not. And I feel like what has been happening so far in the window is proving me right. The only person that I think we probably would not have been linked to without Champions League is Manyang. And the way we are moving, it is still a chance that we will not sign him. Because I'm hearing that they were looking at James Trafford from Burnley now. Like, oh my gosh. Every single person that we're linked to right now, I think we could have signed them without Champions League. So I don't think there's going to be that much of a difference. I still want Osimhen, but I don't think we're going to get him. Because I don't think the board are interested in paying the wages. I don't even know why, because we have so much money now with Champions League and this Club World Cup thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like they can make it work because Osimhen is the kind of player we need. He guarantees you at least 20 goals a season. Like, come on. Anyway, like we were second at some point when Jackson was scoring, and he ended at 10 goals. Imagine he kept scoring throughout the second half of the season. We could have maintained that title race, if not even won it. Like, come on. But this is what it is. For me, this transfer window, I'm more interested in the outgoings. That's where what me I'm looking at. I keep checking Twitter, checking Fabrizio and Ornstein tweets because I want to see who leaves the club. Because I'm happy Kepa is leaving. Nkunku needs to leave. Disasi needs to leave. Like so many players need to leave. I'm just looking at who is leaving because I'm like 80% sure that I'm going to be disappointed if I'm hoping for who are going to sign and whatnot. Because like I've said so many times, I do not trust this board whatsoever with signing players or hiring managers. So yeah, moving to the month of May grade, and I am happy to report that I am giving this month of May performance a rubber stamp of an A. We won all the games except one. Like if we had won all the games, A plus, but we got the loss, and it was really a good loss. To me, there are bad losses and good losses. Like if you play well and you lose, to me that's a good loss. Like there's something to walk up there. It's part of why I wasn't in the doom and gloom category when we lost to Newcastle because we played well. At least people said we played well. We played well enough, and we couldn't get back in the game because Jackson got a red card. Like I can accept that. It's something to build off of moving forward. So I was happy. I'm happy with the performance of me. A rubber stamp A. Paste it up there. A. Uh, Like I said, it's a great end to the season. Moving on to my May XI, my May starting 11. And yeah, regular faces that you expect to be there. I still will never be comfortable with Chaloba and Cole starting a game together, like next to each other. I would never be okay with it. In the game that England lost to Senegal, I wish I watched the game. But surprise, surprise, Cole and Chaloba next to each other. Like, there's two, I don't know, they don't work together, in my opinion. So for me, to always be Cole next to Tosin. Tosin is very underrated. He's not as bad as a lot of people think he is. Even though I might overestimate him, but I still think he's a very good centre back. Kukurea and James, obviously. Man, there's so much experience building in this team. I don't think from now on, I don't really think we need experienced players in quotes. Like, because right now, almost the whole team is going into their third Premier League season. So, I mean, that's vast experience. Almost all of them have won the trophy right now. Some of them have won two trophies. A lot of them have been to multiple finals at this point. The team is experienced now. We just need quality. Okay, let me not talk too much about the transfer window. I'll do that in another video or on the podcast, either with Freddie on Rival Reports or with Nelson on the Away End podcast. Check them out. I think I'll put the links somewhere around here. But yeah, about the XI, Sanchez is there by default because Jorgensen has not really inspired me with confidence at any point. So my starting centre backs for me will be Cole and Tosin. Unpopular opinion, I actually don't think we need another centre back. I'll be so real. I don't think so. I think if Chalobah wants to stay as a bench option, I don't think we need another centre back. Even though I don't rate Badiashile, I think we're good with Colwill, Fofana as the main starters, Tosin, Badiashile, and Chalobah, all five. Because I think Vega will want to leave at some point. I don't even understand what Vega is doing. But yeah, I think I'm okay with our centre backs. I'll be so real. Unless like there's certified quality out there. Like I don't really think there's any need to add anybody to it. Um, Even with that Mamadou Sarr that is coming, like honestly, I don't think we need another centre back. I'll be so real. Yeah, our midfield, Caicedo and Fernandez. The only reason Lavia doesn't really get in is because he's injured a lot. So I don't know. I feel like I can't. Availability is the best ability. I don't feel comfortable putting him over other people when he is not as available. Um, so that is it. And Sancho, he started off great this season, but he severely underwhelmed towards the end. He picked it up a little bit, but it still wasn't enough. Personally, I would have liked to keep him because I think he's a good player, he's a quality player, and he still has levels that he can go up. But sending him back, I'm not really mad about it in isolation. But if we don't get a player just as good or better, I don't know. I don't really see the point in sending him back because it's 25 million. We can always sell him for more. Like we can sell Sancho. He's English. If we send him to an English club, we can sell him for at least 40. If we sell him outside, we can sell him for 30, 35. Like it's not as if we'll be stuck with him forever. But it was a wage issue, I believe. So there's that. Anyway, so Madueke, honestly, I'm losing hope with Madueke. I still think he's a good player, but for what we are trying to do, I don't know because his technical ability is not high. It looks like Bambi on ice sometimes when I watch him play with the loose touches, always chasing his touch and so like he's still a good player. He has incredible pace and power, but I don't know if it's possible that we can upgrade like a Kudus. If we sell Maduka and get Kudus, that would be perfect for me. And Neto, that was his first season. I'm happy to see him from that season. He's there. Palmer speaks for itself. Jackson, as of right now, he or as at time of May, he was our only striker, so he goes there. I can't, even though George has impressed me, I can't really put him above Jackson because he's not like Jackson's more of a striker than George is anyway. So yeah, that is it for my May XI, and we are coming to the end of my May review. And I don't really think there's any need to do a season review because I'll mainly be rehashing a lot of things that I've already mentioned today and in other videos. So I'm not going to do that. And I'll probably put out a video for predictions about Club World Cup games. And yeah, I'm excited for Club World Cup. I'm excited to see Chelsea play again. I'm excited to see Andre Santos. And yeah, hopefully we can do other podcast episodes soon. And I can talk more about the transfer window and my thoughts on those later. But yeah, I always appreciate every single one of you that watch these videos. Thank you and peace out.